hand tight, should be fine with the screws on the back of the box. Next, we're going to install the box on the piling. This is one of the pilings that we're going to install the light on. Okay, we moved the box, control box. We move the control box to the piling. First thing is to cut the zip ties on the light assemblies. This works better with two people. One person will be able to hold the box up on the piling, while the second person grabs a drill and pre-drills the hole to the left. It works best with a Phillips head screwdriver or a screw gun. Use a stainless steel screw to secure the peg foot tab to the piling. After the top screw is installed, continue to install the second screw on the bottom of the system. Pre-drill the hole. Change the bit. Once the box is mounted into place, start to prepare for deployment of the light systems. In this next step, we're going to prepare the light for deployment into the water. With two people, this works out great. To have one person hold the light assembly, the other person unraveling the cord. You would unravel the cord the amount of distance in the water that you would like to go. As the person walks away with a light, he would be turning it clockwise or counterclockwise depending on the loops in the wire to accommodate a nice straight level laying of the wire. Once the length is achieved, next is applying the weight to the light assembly. The light assembly floats, but it's held down by the included 5-pound weight, and we'll show you how to place that on here. Feed the zip ties through the belt loop of the 5-pound weight. We are now going to attach the light assembly to the 5-pound weight. Lay the bulb down on its side, and we're going to let about 6 inches of wire from the bottom of the weight. Derek, longer, please. There you go. About 6 inches of wire, 6 to 8 inches of wire, and secure the weight to the cord with included zip ties. The zip ties do not have to be forcibly tightened, just snug to keep the bulb in place. In this application, we're in about 8 feet of depth of water where we're going to place the light assembly. It's fairly murky water, but we're going to place the bulb about 8 inches above the weight. The bulb will float upwards and the weight will hold it down. At this point here, the bulb is buoyant after being placed in the water, and it'll be about 18 to 20 inches above the canal floor. We're going to prepare to install this light in the water. At this time, we're going to place the light assembly out into the waterway. Simply take the weight and the bulb, and what we use here for this application is a pole with a basket on the end where we place the light assembly and the weight in the basket of the extended pole. With the extended pole, we are able to reach out about 15 feet away from the edge of the dock, and we place the bulb out to the desired location. You just lift it up a little bit so they could see the bulb out there. There you go. Simply to the right a little bit more to the right, because that other light is to the left there. Keep going. There you go. And then I'm going to say we're going to flip this so that the weight slides out of the basket. Alright, and then at this point here, we're going to flip the pole so that the weight slides out of the basket, and the weight will sink the bulb down to the desired location. Slowly retrieve the excess wire from the waterway until you feel a slight tug of the weight. And now we're prepared to deploy the second light system of this double bulb system. Preparing the second bulb assembly, same concept. Extend the bulb out to the desired length for deployment. The one person holding the wire will let out one strand at a time. The other person walking away with the bulb, turning the light assembly to prevent any loops in the wire. I'm going to prepare the attachment of the 5-pound weight to the second bulb. Slide the zip ties through the weight. Place the weight down on the ground and give it about 6 to 8 inches of wire lead. Again, not too tight on the zip ties, just snug enough to keep the line and bulb in place. Trim off excess plastic of the zip ties. To make a nice clean cut. Then we're going to prepare to deploy this light the same method, using a long painter's pole with a basket on the end that extends out to about 10 to 15 feet. For this application, we're going to go around the piling on one side, and then we're going to go around the second piling. The desired location for this bulb is going to be off to the right of the dock. The wire that comes complete with the underwater fish light system is UL approved for underwater submersion. That's permanent underwater submersion. The wire is designed to be laid into the water. Again, place the light assembly in the basket, extend the pole out to the desired location to the right, and then just jerk the pole to slide the weight out of the basket, and the weight will sink the bulb down into place. Again, walk back to the wire, slowly pull the wire back until a tug. Leave enough slack so that the wire will sink down along the piling. Any excess wire, we recommend that it be placed on the piling in a neat roll. At this point, we're going to secure the excess wire onto the piling. First, we use a plastic staple. First, we determine the desired height of the excess roll. We're going to place a staple on the piling. Once the staple is in place, we use another zip tie, coil up the wire, again make sure that there's enough slack near the waterway to go down the piling. Take the zip tie and secure the one coil of wire. Cut the excess zip tie off. If need be, you can attach the other coil with this wire, but in this application we're going to put it on the other side of the piling. First, we're going to secure the bottom of the wire that enters into the water with another plastic staple to the bottom as close as we can to the dock to keep that wire down close. Good job. Now we're going to go to the other side and secure the excess wire of the other side of the double bulb system. Same type of application. First, secure the plastic staple on the piling.